everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gina. Happy 2020. I don't know if any of you were like me and went a little rogue on your diet over the holidays, but if so, this is the video for you because I'm going to be making a healthy chicken sheet pan that has Brussels sprouts, sweet potato, and apples. I've never made this recipe before, but I'm hoping it will be a good one. I will leave a link to the recipe in the description box below. And if you like sheet pan recipes, smash that thumbs up below. And if you'd like more weekly dinner inspiration, please subscribe to my channel and make sure that bell notification is hit so that you know every time I upload a video. Without further ado, let's make dinner. First, we're going to start off by marinating the chicken. We have here 4 chicken breasts. You can see here that they're not even. So what we want to do is trim off any excess fat and lightly pound into a relatively even thickness. To flatten out our meat, I'm putting 1 breast in a Ziploc bag at a time, and then we want to just make sure we get all of the excess air out of the bag. I have here just a big heavy mallet, and I'm going to use the flat side. You'll notice there's a spiky side to kind of tenderize, but I'm going to use the flat side just to get this a little more even. And now you can see it's kind of just flatter and more even thickness. For the marinade, we're going to marinate in a Ziploc bag. So I'm just going to stick all of the chicken back into this bag. 4 cloves of garlic, minced. Here we have some rosemary. This is actually left over from my mocktails video. So I will link that below. If you have not seen that, I made a delicious rosemary syrup drink. It was so good. So for now, we want to mince up 2 tablespoons of rosemary. So I'm going to hold on to my top, and then I'm just going to slide my fingers right down the stem. And that is how you get all of the leaves off of your rosemary. Now you have obviously a couple at the top, but this is much easier to just kind of like pick off than it is to do the whole stem like this. And then you can see here, nice clean. This you throw out. We're gonna do the same thing with this one. So now you've got all this nice fresh rosemary. To our chicken, for the marinade, we're going to add 1.5 tablespoons of olive oil, 4 cloves of minced garlic, 1 tablespoon of chopped rosemary, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of salt, and 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. I'm just going to make sure my Ziploc bag is nice and securely closed. Get most of the air out. Shake up the contents so that it's all over my chicken. You have this all incorporated into your chicken. You're gonna let this marinate for at least 30 minutes, but you can do it up to a day. So if you wanted this to make this day in advance, and then the chicken would just be ready for you to go when you need it. So for now, what I'm gonna do is just stick this in the fridge while we prep all of our other ingredients. Take a large rimmed baking sheet, add some Reynolds wrap. And I just like to add foil to the pan so that it's easier to clean up at the end. For our Brussels sprouts, what you want to do is trim off this end. just want to look at the outside leaves, and if you see anything that doesn't look good, you're just going to peel it off. Chop it right in half. So you're just going to repeat that for all of your Brussels sprouts, and this you can just discard. So our Brussels sprouts are now prepped and ready. We're just going to put them onto our baking sheet. A large sweet potato. I just gave this a quick wash. And then I'm going to peel off the outer skin. Cut off the end. And this end. Cut it in half-ish. Sweet potatoes all chopped up. You're going to add that to the baking sheet. Okay. Preheat your oven to 425. So we have 1 red onion. I'm going to cut off this end, and then I'm going to cut it right down the middle. Chopped up. So we're going to add this to our baking sheet. You're going to need a medium Granny Smith apple, but all I had was these, so I'm actually going to use 2 since this is a little small. So I have just washed these, and then I'm just going to cut them right in half. For them, I'm just going to cut off this piece. Apple is cut up and cored. Then add your apple to the baking sheet. Doesn't this look pretty? Our baking sheet, we are going to add 1.5 tablespoons of olive oil, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. Now that we have all the seasoning on, we want to toss this to combine. Then just spread it out into an even layer. Place in the oven and roast until the chicken is cooked through and the internal temperature reaches 165 degrees Fahrenheit, about 18 to 20 minutes, or just do it until it's done. So this has been in for 28 minutes. We're reaching above 165, so this is definitely done. Remove all of your chicken to a plate and then cover the plate with tin foil to keep the chicken warm. Now we're just gonna mix up the veggies. It says to put it back in, but I think everything is looking like it's cooked. I think I'm just going call it. The last thing I'm going to do is add the rest of our rosemary that we had left over and just sprinkle that right on top. So now all that's left to do is plate this up. Take a piece of our chicken. Right on the side, you can serve up your veggies. There you have it. There is dinner. This recipe was so delicious. Oh my gosh. I loved the flavor of the cinnamon. It just gave it this like warmth and earthiness that really complemented all the veggies that we added to the sheet pan. The one thing I will say is you want to make sure that you do peel your apples. I didn't do that because I just totally forgot. But as I was eating it, it really did deter from the texture. So I would definitely recommend to peel your apples. If you liked this video, please smash that thumbs up below. And if you'd like more weekly dinner inspiration, please subscribe to my channel and make sure that bell notification is hit. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next week. Bye, everyone!